What's up, guys? Today a little video on this Franz Hermle 350-020 movement. It was striking correct on every hour, but every time it hit 12 o'clock, it would ding either 4 or 5 times. I'm no clock person, and to be honest, the clock community on the forums, they're about as useless as used toilet paper. So I figured I'd do a little video in case somebody else out there is having problems with every hour striking proper except 12 o'clock. I couldn't find anything. Right now I just had it cycle, so I know this is 12 o'clock, and then our balancing wheel is up under there. This is the winder, and one of those big barrels has a spring in it. When you wind this one up, it's for the time. This one is for the chime, and this one is for the hammers. And the hammers are down here. So if we were to move this to the quarter hour, and we'll turn it up, you'll see that should do 4. And it did. Now if we go down here and we do 6, this will be the half hour. It should do 8. And then if we go to the 3/4 hour, you can hear that click. This should do 12. And it does. So I know this was at 5 o'clock, and now this, when it hits the hour, we'll have 16. And then the 16th, now you'll have the strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know right now the other hand will be down here. This is what they call the rack. This is what they call the snail. And then the snail right here at this point. So right here is the 1 o'clock mark, and then it'll go 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12. And I might have fucked that up. It's kind of hard to, get this close. But anyway, this rack wheel, if we pan down here, you can see the only thing stopping it is this. So when this moves out of the way, the rack drops down, and this little thing is supposed to fall directly onto each of these divots on the snail. And when this falls down, if it's not centered in there correctly, you're not going to have the strikes of your clock the correct way. And the way to do that is this little E-clip, we're going to pop that off of here, and the hour hand just kind of slips over with friction, and then you have this part here that has 4 spaces. This is your minute hand, and then that's locked in there. So the hour one, you can just move that as well. This one turns the whole mechanism. Okay, so I cycled it and we're at 1 o'clock. Now if you look, it just struck 1. This is the piece right here on your rack gear, and your snail is now pointed at 1. This should be lined up exactly right here, and it's not. You can see how far off that is. So let me pop this clip off. Alright, so you can see all I did is remove that washer. Just pay attention to the orientation. And then that's the little E-clip that was there. So all you do is lift this up slightly, and you can kind of find, like if we take this off here, we'll take a look at it. There is a little washer under here, which actually somebody repaired. So they didn't do a very good job on it. It's not the way I would have done it. So you can clearly see that this is not in the correct position. And all you do is lift it up and turn it. And then the rack, if we move this out of the way, which I should not have done. But anyway, that should sit right there. Now, upon closer inspection, it looks like somebody took a gear and just kind of glued it on there. And the rest of the gears, I don't know if that's focusing or not, but yeah, there you go. They just glued it on there, and it kind of looked strange, and I was wondering what was going on. Whoever was out to repair it, they should have just got a new gear and put it in, but instead they fucked it up. That's what you get for hiring people, and then they fuck you over. The other thing I noticed here is being that they glued that piece on there, they took a frickin' washer here, and this washer is not supposed to be on that gear. Actually, the reason they did that is because of that extra piece. It's not going to sit the proper way, and it's going to be, you know, hitting this. So that washer, shitty repair is what they did. I like to learn stuff myself, because then this way nobody could fuck you over. These mechanisms ain't cheap. They're like $405. And you have an asshole that comes out and fucks your clock up. So now I'm going to try and do what I got to do to remedy this. Alright, so what I did was I used JB Weld. The CA glue just was not holding on this nylon piece. So what I did was, to get the mesh right, I set it, and then I used a toothpick to pull it up on this side, and then over here on this side, when you put this down, you can see that's clearing, and then when you put it in the middle, you have the teeth meshing. It's not the best fix, but after all, it's a piece of plastic junk. The rest of the mechanism, you know, is decent. There's all metal and everything, but unfortunately, the super glue, it works fantastic on guitar nuts, but with this plastic, no. I usually use bone nuts on my guitars, so maybe that's the difference. All right, so while that's drying there, this is the 1 o'clock mark. You want this little pad, and you'll know, because if you move it too far that way, this little pad is going to be off. If you move it too far this way, that pad is going to be too far forward here. So you got to find just, there's one tooth, and then this thing is going to land. And I can't do, what you do is you push this over and you stop the fly back inside here, which you can't see, and then this rack gear just lands right in this spot. I'm going to put the washer and the E-clip back on, let that dry, and then put the movement back in. So there you go, washer's on there, and then this E-clip is on there. Alright, so we're coming up on 12 o'clock. We'll see if it chimes 12 times. Second, you're going to hear little kind of click. Alright, so she chimed, whatever you want to call it, 12 times. So I know the rack and snail gear are now aligned properly. So it's like 12 hours that this one ran, and then it's going to take another 12 hours where we got to, you know, kind of see if the gear is going to hold up. If not, I have a backup plan video already in the works for this that just entails removing this one, and then I have some faux type keys here that stick out, and it'll be a battery operated one that rings every quarter and then chimes the Westminster quarterly, and then you got Ave Maria and some melodies and Christmas songs. And that's my backup plan if this one fails.